Hello and welcome back. This was a really short break, so you should be able to catch up right away. Um, yeah. The thing we actually do is we're going to get back to the base and we're going to go back to the base and equip our soldiers properly for the first time. I think we need another sniper, right? Yeah, sniper. Okay. So now let's think about it. The melee sticks were okay. They were okay. But they should not be our first weapon. A pistol is good. Pistol is good enough. We need to equip our new sniper rifles because we forgot them for like 2 missions, and this is just like the reason why we got injuries, because like we're less effective in combat. You, on the other hand, need a stick like this one. You are okay. I think we should overload our soldiers a bit less. But it's hardly possible. Yeah, I'll be waiting on the things that finish. Research is ongoing. Sniper is finished. Okay, so now let's think about it. What's the next thing we need? We need heavy machine guns. Rifle, heavy machine gun. Yeah, that's good. We can make one for now. Ba bum ba da dum bum 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 ba. It's still in the making, but we have our new weapon. Hooray! They can absolutely do nothing. No strength, no nothing. I've been thinking, like, the early game seems a bit hard. I'm thinking about, like, that I could increase the strength stat for recruits to make the early games easier and more fun. Yeah, let me know what you think about that. If you across the strength stat overall, then it should be the early game should be easier to handle. Where you should report bugs? On the forum. That's the place. In the main thread, just where you download the game. That's where you report bugs. 1 hour, 1 hour, we can wait 1 hour. That's nice. They're a bit lighter. Heavy machine gun. It does 35 damage and 10 mitigation in comparison to 23 and 0 mitigation. So that's pretty good. I'm going to actually swap you out. And I'm going to swap you out as well. Shield. That means we are going to need another sniper and another shield, right? 1 sniper, 2 snipers, yeah. Another sniper. And another shield. We don't have a shield, let's look. You're going to be our new shield. Fox armor. He can do nothing. Shock button. That's the that's the minimum. Well, not quite the minimum, but yeah. Okay, we can go like this, and the sniper. That's okay. We only got one incendiary grenade though, so we should take 2. Grenade. Where am I? Here. Okay. Now our setup looks better. And we're going to get the small one. You might be wondering why I am actually taking on a crash site with a team that is that injured, and the reason for that is that I just need it. I just need that crash site. Bigger UFOs are already appearing, and my team is not good enough for that. I desperately need a better team. I need more resources. I need better weapons. There are just times when you have to perfectly flawlessly make a mission with an injured team, and that's what we're about to do as good as we can. Okay. The real Dan, the man says, any hints for dealing with androids early and into mid-game? They just seem to overwhelm my troops on terror missions. Um, that's a hard question. Basically, androids are a race meant to be unbeatable, so you should not be desperate if you can't beat androids. Um, so the hardest task in the whole game would be a terrorist site with androids. If you're capable of beating an andron terrorist site, then you're capable of beating anything else. My best advice against androns is that you should not lose good soldiers against them. That's pointless, and they're just coming to come back stronger anyway. If you really want to fight them, then take energy weapons because they're the best. Chemical damage is they are resistant to androns are resistant to chemical damage and are resistant to kinetic damage and are resistant to incendiary damage. They're pretty much resistant against anything but against energy weapons, which they're also good against, but that's the worst matchup they have. And yeah, the androns are just the big boss. If you're ready to beat androns, then you are on the peak of that phase. So good luck. For those who are new to the stream, the first rule of ground combat is scout. It's the most important thing you can do. Once you have all the information on the battleground, then you can make the best decision. But basically, what does it mean to scout first? What it means is that you should, all actions that you will do in this turn, which concern scouting, you should do them at the beginning. So everything where you think you are going to scout something, do that at the beginning of your turn. Once you scouted everything you have a chance of scouting in that turn, then you can move on to other steps. But first is always scouting. So there's nobody in here because those two are living and we didn't hear any shots. That's clear as well because otherwise the police cop would actually do something. Oh, I know this map there here. This is map knowledge. The UFO is here. Can we? Yes, we can. Okay. Season. Right. Season are always less dangerous, except if they target your vehicle. Then they are extremely dangerous because they can just like, they can pretty much one-shot your vehicle, anything you have, and they're going like boom. They're not that good against soldiers, as they are more a troop which relies on stun weapons, but against vehicles they are deadly. Nobody there? Okay. There was a season there, and I want him. Just move. Let's just start to move. Here you go. Wait. Ah, here it is. Here be thy season. You see, now once your troops have a minimum amount of accuracy and you get and start to get better weapons, you actually get decent hitting chances. Don't do this. Okay, do this. Um, there's another thing I wanted to mention is that not everything I do is good. So for instance, I didn't want to approach the situation carefully, and he could have had a very lethal weapon, and then I could have had a dead soldier. Exhibition is about managing the amount of risk you want to take in a ground combat to playing faster. In this situation, I just wanted to suppress him pretty much and just move my soldier forward. But this does not mean that this is the best option available. It just means that I traded a risk to play faster. Gotcha. Okay. For those who are wondering why I moved the soldier from here to there, uh, you should always consider friendly fire. So, and last round I was really worried about my soldier here being friendly fired by my snipers. It is a very small possibility of that happening, but if they hit the soldier, it's a one kill shot. So uh, when possible, you should calculate friendly fire into your actions. And we got a dead one. Okay. Um, moving on, right? There we go. There's the next one. Uh, the real Dan the Man says it's comical how little damage the lightning guns do to shields also. Yes, that's because they're stun weapons and a shield does not really like get stunned. So yeah, the stun weapons do very little damage, real damage I mean, but they do a lot of stun damage, and that's what they're designed for. Where are you? Where are you? Here they are. Suppressed. And sniper DDD. If you're wondering why I'm taking those 0% shots, it's simply because two reasons. One is it trains accuracy, and that's what you need. And the second thing is when I shoot down the wall, I can actually shoot with other soldiers too. So another thing you might have to be aware of is that buildings can collapse. And we fixed the system and it's pretty reliable. A building crashes down when more than 50% of its carrying structures break down. And as you can see, half of the building here is on fire. So if you're in this kind of situation, you should be reluctant to actually put your soldier in there, because this can crash down any moment. Anything goes off, like a grenade, or maybe somebody shoots down something here, and then it goes all down. So buildings which are like these, they have still a lot of structures which support the whole building. So it's fine to put soldiers in there, but this is a no-go. I mean, if you want to take a risky action, then you can do it if you want to. But if you have the luxury of not having to move your soldier into that building, then you should take care. Then you should take it. Okie dokie. Starting to move in. Okay. We actually want this. We're going to move our snipers on the top if we have to. I think it will be over before then, but yeah, just precaution. Okay. Another thing you should actually take advantage of is what is called the 0 tile range and the 1 tile range. So usually weapons can miss if you fire them like this. But due to the trajectory code, weapons which are basically 0 tile range, so right in front of you, they can't miss. No matter what the percentage says, they can't miss. And the same goes for 1 tile range. They also can't miss if you're shooting at the 1 tile range, so the 1 tile is between. Why? Because a weapon can never hit the tile which is right in front of it, except if you target it manually. So if you're targeting 1 tile away, then the weapon can never hit this tile, so all shots will be hitting the tile behind it. And this is true for this situation as well, because for this soldier, this tile and this tile are both right in front of them. So the pistol will never be able to hit any of those two tiles. Deuce, if I shoot at him like this, then all my bullets will hit the soldier. Yes! Okay. If you see what I see, then we are incredibly lucky. We can't possibly screw up this this possibility. We have a seasoned technician, and we absolutely need a seasoned technician. We can't screw this up, guys. Seasons are very tough, but once you are through the shield, they are easily killable. Okay, guys. Let's get out the sticks. And as I said, the snipers on the roof were a good idea, but we don't need them. And if you want to play fast and want to make a risky move and play fast, and just like this, there could be two more alien in the ship. And if you are in these kind of situations and want to play fast, just move anything which has a lot of HP to check what is actually going on. So it's only one soldier. We suppressed him last turn. And he stood up and moved a lot, so there is not really a high chance of him doing any kind of reaction fire, and we're just finishing the mission at this point. Gotcha. See, we didn't took Any damage, if you don't count the first shot on our heavy guy with the stun. We got a seasoned technician, which is incredibly important for us. If you can get a technician, this is incredibly important. It's just like so many research branches are going away from the technician. We got an Alien Light Scout data core, we got Alien Alloys, we got a seasoned God Corps. Yeah, it's cool. It's like this is how a good mission with an injured team should look like. And you can really see the difference between having a team which actually has weapons, armor, and stats in comparison to a team which has nothing of those. It was a fast mission, and we could really take a lot of risks because we could rely on our weapons to protect us. A song Griff says, "Yup, Karen, with a heart, thank you." I am going to continue to play a bit because I'm not going to do the next mission. But I'm going to continue to play a bit. Just to let the episode a bit, like, I don't know how to say in English. Just let the mood flow. The season... The season technician is way more important right now. More important than anything else. Oh. One second. Okay, I'm back. As you have seen, in North America there were 3 fighters and we couldn't engage them because we didn't have any Osiris. So this is what we have to do. We have to actually build a lot of Osiris. We have to build a lot of Moses. Moses comes first. I'm thinking what comes first. Moses. Yeah. We need Moses, definitely. I think we're making 6. Seasoned ignition. This interrogation gave us the information about UFO parts and power plants with technical and electronic solutions. This is incredibly important. As you can see, very basic alien alloy fabrication, alien power source, these are the things we need. But we're going to continue with yeah, we're just continuing the rocket, and then we can switch over to fabrication or alien power source. I've been thinking. Maybe I think at this point you might want to consider to actually research lightning because androns are going to be a thing in the near future. And against androns, you really want to have energy weapons. And I think, yeah, it's like if I would be able to choose, I would research everything. But if you want to give it a priority, I think if we're switching over to lightning weapons now, that's a good time. Okay, we got the Mazes. We are going to equip them with on the Osiris, and I've just been thinking, what's next? What's next? Next we're going to build one Osiris, right? Yeah. One Osiris. We got alien phaser technology. And from there we can actually start to build up our own energy weapons. Osiris is finished, and we're going to equip the Maza, which I have how many of? I have 2 still. Okay, 2, 2, 2, 2. How do I do this? Yes. Okay, so right now we don't have any light engine anymore to build more Osiris, which is bad, very bad. But we're going to send over transfer. Going to send over the 2 Mauser to North America. Yes, and we're going to send the Osiris over to North America so that we have a slight chance against fighter units in North America. So what's next? What's next is well, what happens if fighter appear in Australasia? That's a good point to think about. I think we're going to build 2 more Mauser. Ship them over to Australasia so that we can at least shoot down 1 fighter. And then we're going to build up our force from there. What's our plan for the next things? We would need weapons. That is a basic statement. We would need weapons. Yes, we would actually need another defender. So we need civilian guard. We need yes, these guys. If you're capturing live civilian guards, then these guys will give us most light fibers the fastest. What does our healed up laser weaponry? still need a bit of civilian guards. Okay. The real Dan the Man says, mind if I ask what the current focus is for the mod and when we can expect another update for it? Um, hmm. What we're doing right now. Wait, I think I can do this better. Yeah, I think I need something to write, otherwise we're not going to go anywhere. So, that's the focus right now. Right now what we're doing is we have two testers. One of them is currently at 60%, and the other is at 80% of playing through the game. So our main focus right now is that we have two testers which I support and watch with them every little step they do, and everything which is broken along the way is something I'm fixing. The focus of the thing is that our testers finish the game. Remove all bugs along the way. And then I am going to do going to revise the last mission. So if those two steps are done, removing all bugs along the way, and I'm going to revise the last mission, it's not going to be like the vanilla one. It's going to be, as far as I've planned, it's going to be a big base. A base attack, and as I've also planned that the game does not end if you fail the mission, but that it's rather that your whole team dies and then you can come back to it if you still have the resources and the motivation to do so. It's going to be a very big map with like I don't know, like 3 or 4 hours map, which really tries to bring everything which is X Division to life, with big base maps, night missions, a lot of enemies, a lot of objective points. And once that is done, then we're basically on our way to the beta 1.0, which will be the final state. Yeah, that's it. That would be the next steps that we're actually going to do. Yeah. What? Oh, Stone Griff says, do we have to use a virus to remove the shield from the alien ships? I don't know. That sounds a lot like Michael Bay movie style. I rather want to keep X Division more realistic. than this. How do you say it? Like try to keep X Division on a more realistic base than on a single ship intervening another ship in the air, and that saves the world, basically. So yeah, but the next mission is there, and we will stop here. I hope you enjoyed it, guys. I hope I gave you a lot of information. I hope I showed you a bit how you can play the early game. And I'm going to see you next time, and until then, don't forget to smile, alright?